interested to learning what are the different innovation that is going to be happen in the future, then this field is really good for you and you can go with it. And obviously, if you're not into it, then also you can go with it because the salary pays very high. Hello everyone, it's really good to see you here all. So in today's video, we are going to talk about a very important topic, and that is, why jobs? Why do you have to do a job? Whenever you are doing something, always remember that when you have the point clear in your head that why you are doing that particular task, it becomes very easy to decide whether you want to do it or not. So let's get started. Now, the very first thing which a job provides us is limitless creativity. And what I mean by it is that if you are doing any SDE job, data scientist job, AI job or anything, now you have no limit for your creativity. Here you can see that nowadays, whatever the jobs the companies are hiring for, it has so many work in which you can learn a lot, explore your creativity, and it may be a possible case that using that particular creativity, one day you can solve a very bigger problem. So if you know that you are going to solve a problem which is going to help a lot of people, and obviously you can do that. And if your creativity go to a level where now you can be the boss of your creativity, so that now you are going to offer so many number of jobs to different people. That's what the companies is doing, right? If Google is now a big company, it doesn't mean that it always was a big company, right? It is just a creative idea which has no limit, and just by not limiting them in certain limit, Google is now become a place where so many creative people come, and also there they are creative, limitless creativity stuff which we are using right now, right? So yeah, working in a software field actually helps to explore and at the same time implement your thinking or your creativity in a form of thing which people are going to use, and obviously it's going to make you happy as well. So if you're going to work in a company, then the impact which you are going to make is huge, and obviously it will impact the whole globe positively. If you are working in a company, there you are going to learn so many different stuff which you have not been access to earlier, and at the same time it's going to polish you as a developer so that you can learn the thing, and at the end you are going to utilize all of your learning to make something very important. So the exposure to the global impact is very huge, and obviously at the same time it's very exciting whenever you are going to do a job. And it not only limit you to the job only. Later on, you can also implement on your own business, on your own startup, and so on. Starting is very important. And why you are starting, knowing that also is very important. So here, why I'm talking about SDE jobs so specifically, the reason is that here you are going to get so many things which is very helpful for you in the future. As the field is growing so rapidly, the domain is also expanding, and in the same way, the exposure to so many different things, different technologies are going to increase. And at the same time, you have to prepare yourself to get into that. If I talk about any normal jobs which we have right now, apart from this technical field, I'm not taking SDE jobs, data scientist job, AI jobs in count. Just leave them aside and just think about any job. To show you an example, let's suppose if someone is doing some normal jobs, normal bank jobs, normal teaching jobs and so on, then the thing is that there the technology is not growing that rapidly as compared to a technical field, right? And as we all know that each and everything which we are doing right now is going to convert it in a form of technical thing. For instance, in 90s, what we just go on a shop and buy whatever the cloth we needed. But in today's world, we don't have to go to a shop to have a cloth, right? So between these time gap, earlier it was not related to technology, but as the time is growing, it is also improving itself by using technology. So in the same way, if you are in a technical field, it's very, very crucial for you to grow with it, because that's very important, and at the same time you're going to be far more better than the normal people who don't have this particular opportunity to know about the expanding technology. Obviously, if you're smarter in a world, everyone is going to take you seriously. So yeah, working in a rapidly growing industry, SDE, data scientists, AI, and so many different technical fields provide you this opportunity. So do consider this also if you are thinking that you want to join a SDE company. Now talking about the main thing. As we all know that if you take any job right now, as a fresher, SDE jobs and technical related field jobs are going to provide you a very high salary compared to any other jobs. And also at the same time, the demand for these jobs is very high. So if I take an example of a normal bank employee or teacher, then that person is going to take care of that particular thing for a long time, right? But at the same time, if I talk about technology, here the things are not limited. Here the space is not limited, because each and every day it is expanding exponentially, and you can imagine that if something is growing exponentially, then the demand to work on that particular thing is going to be also increase at the same rate, right? So nowadays everyone is thinking that AI is here, this thing is here and so on, and we don't have any work right now, or we don't have much opportunities compared to this. Because of AI, we are not going to have so much different opportunities. But that is a wrong perspective. If anything is evolving, at the same time, it is creating a number of different opportunities. But obviously, you have to take it in consideration that it was not the same as it was earlier. Earlier, for example, if we have a mobile phone, for instance, Nokia is a mobile phone and it works properly at that particular time, right? But when it comes to Nokia to change itself in order to make smartphones, there comes the problem. Changing by the time is the only thing by which you can make yourself important as well as count you in demand. So yeah. And lastly, we have to agree to this point, right? That in any technical field, whenever you are starting just as a fresher, you are going to get a very high number of packages. It can start from 10, 12, and then the maximum amount is going to be huge. It can be up to 50 lakh, 1 crore or so on. It's just going to be increased. And by the time your experience increases, your salary is going to be also exponentially increased. So obviously being in this field actually do have some stress point, right? Working on a computer from 9 to 6 is hectic, I know. But in any other job, you have to anyways do that, right? Although the work is different, but at the same time, the salary pay here is very high. So you can obviously go with it. But at the end, it's always your decision to decide whether you want to work in any SDE or technical related companies. It's totally up to you. The very major thing which we can talk whenever we are going to work in an SDE or technical company is that we have now the option to do remote work also. And I'm not saying that every company agree to do that, but yeah, most of the company have actually adopted this hybrid mode. And what it means is that we all know that we have faced Corona years, right? And at that time, we all learn how to work remotely. And at the same time, it's very eco-friendly as well, right? So if you don't have to go to your office, the cost of traveling is going to be cut out. And you can save that inside your salary, right? So yeah, it has so many use cases, and at the same time, you are going to have much time for your family, for your life thing as well. And also at the same time, it helps you to not waste the time to go to the office and again come to the office. But totally remote is not a very good thing, because whenever you are working in a company and you are working by going to the company, then the bond you create with your colleagues is very different, and at the same time it becomes very strong by the time. As whenever you are meeting someone in person, obviously you are going to get a lot from them compared to an online mode where it's not possible. So anyway, companies are now providing hybrid mode. That means you can also work from the home, but you can also work from the office. Or they have some ratio like you can work 3 days from the office and 2 days from home. So this is a very cool thing which now companies are adopting. And if you are going to work in this particular field, then obviously you are going to get opportunity to have this. So yeah. So this is very important to know if you are going to work in a technical company or technical field. And that is, here everything is changing each and every day. Every month there is going to be a new framework. Every year there is going to be a new technology, new programming language, and so on. So this field requires a constant learning and innovation. It's not the same that if you get some government job and now you are done. Like, you don't have to actually upgrade yourself that much as compared to this technical field, where you have to constantly learn and also involve in the innovation processes so that you make yourself up to date and also available for high demand purposes, right? So this is very important thing if you are thinking to work in a technical field. You have to constantly learn. And as I said in one of my videos where I have explained how you can start your DSA journey, I had said there that coding is never ending. It's never enough. It's never okay that you have learned this much, now you are done. You don't have to learn anything else. It's not the truth. Actually, you have to learn each and every day. So make yourself enthusiastic and also prepare yourself to learn new things as the technology grows. So being in this field, this is very important that you love to have a constant learning opportunity and also knowing about the new innovation that is going to be happening. So not only being in technical field help you to create collaborative and teamwork, but if you are in any field, obviously you are going to meet your colleagues, you're going to meet your boss and so on. And there you have an opportunity to make and explore your connections, right? And that is going to be very helpful for you as well. So in this company, you can have a collaboration and teamwork where you have so many options to gain from your colleagues and to gain from the project you are working on, and how to work on team and how to work with team, how to handle the things, and so many things that you can learn here by working in any company. Obviously, I'm not denying the fact that it's a very easy and, just a kind of job. It's really not. You have to be determined and you have to be constantly brushing your skills. You have to be constantly pushing yourself to learn new things. So it is a challenging field, but at the same time, it's very interesting if you are very into technical field. Okay, so by looking this picture, don't just assume that the job satisfaction rate is very high if we talk about technical field. Obviously, the salary pay is very high as compared to any other field if you take in count. But at the same time, yeah, job satisfaction is there, as whenever each year, whenever you have done something good, you are going to get promoted, you are going to get hiked and so on. That actually inspire you and motivate you at the same time to do your job perfectly. I'm really not saying this, that it has very much high job satisfaction. Even if you take any job, there is nothing, a formula of satisfaction in that particular field. But if you start loving your job, if you love whatever you are doing, if you enjoy that process now, then it's not going to dissatisfy you. So if you love coding, if you love learning new technology, if you are interested to learning what are the different innovation that is going to be happen in the future, then this field is really good for you and you can go with it. And obviously, if you're not into it, then also you can go with it because the salary pays very high. And yeah, if you are from any college and if you have done your degree in computer science, data science, artificial intelligence, electrical, and even if non-circuital branches like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, the most of jobs that lie is in this particular domain only. So obviously you can go with it. And obviously if you have any other option, you can also go with that also. So yeah, this is the overview of what are the different things which you have or you are going to have if you started working as a SDE. So overall, being in this field for some year, let's suppose for 5 to 6 years, you are going to get a vast area of knowledge from managing, from coding and so on. And that can be actually helpful for you in order to get to know the business, in order to get to know the technology and how it works. So that if you want to begin a journey as an entrepreneur, obviously this is a field which teaches you a lot about it. And at the same time, if your creativity is at a very high level, then obviously you are going to help so many people by creating something like Google, something like SpaceX. Obviously, it will become useful. I know for common people I'm talking that. Yeah. So yeah, you can build so many other things. Similarly, like YouTube also, where you don't know me, I don't know you, but I can help you and you can also get help from me. And obviously, I'm also as a student will get so many help from different content creators and so on. So yeah, this is just the idea before it actually come into reality. So yeah, this is it for this video. If you have any question or doubt related to the same, do comment it out. Also, please let me know in the comment section how was the video and what do you think about the SDE jobs, obviously. Because I always think that if you're going to do something now, always ask this question, whether you really want to do that and why you want to do that. So that why, what question, just to ask yourself and try to get answer of it so that it becomes very easy for you to decide whether you want to go with it or not. So this is it. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching.